Imagine stepping outside to sunlit leaves shimmering like satin, birdsong drifting over glossy banana fronds, and pathways perfumed by basil, pandan, and lemongrass. This is your 2025 edible tropical garden, lush, productive, and designed for real-life comfort. If you're excited to grow beauty you can eat, please subscribe, like, and comment what you'd love to harvest first. We'll shape your yard, big or small, into a breezy island retreat with layered greenery, dappled shade, and inviting nooks for tea or storytelling. Expect rich textures, gentle water sounds, and colorful edibles mingled with ornamental foliage. Everything we do is practical, stylish, and sustainable, so your garden feels like a vacation that feeds you. In this video, we'll map sun and microclimates, boost soil life, layer a tropical canopy, guide water beautifully, carve paths and beds, and choose delicious plants that thrive. Tell me in the comments where you're watching from and your favorite tropical flavor, and don't forget to subscribe and like to help this paradise community grow. Every edible tropical garden thrives on sunlight, and the way it filters through leaves makes each corner feel alive. Imagine morning light pouring over glossy banana fronds, while a shaded nook beneath palms cradles tender herbs. By observing sun paths and breezes, you'll unlock hidden microclimates perfect for balancing lush growth and comfort. In the hottest midday hours, shade from tall papaya or bamboo creates cooler pockets where ginger and turmeric flourish. Meanwhile, walls and fences store gentle warmth, ideal for nurturing climbing passion fruit or chili peppers. Microclimates allow you to layer crops with harmony, each plant receiving exactly what it needs in your paradise oasis. Think of your garden as a mosaic of light and shadow. Some areas shimmer with brightness, while others hold soothing coolness. Learning to read these subtle variations will make your tropical retreat both beautiful and abundant. The result is a space where you not only grow food but feel perfectly at ease. Rich, living soil is the foundation of every edible tropical garden. Imagine plunging your hands into dark, crumbly earth alive with earthworms and organic matter. This fertile base not only anchors lush papayas and bananas, but also nourishes delicate herbs. Healthy soil feels soft, smells earth is sweet, and promises abundant harvest season after season. Composting is your garden's secret ally. Banana leaves, kitchen scraps, and coconut husks break down into nutrient-rich humus that feeds your soil naturally. Over time, you'll see stronger roots, glossier foliage, and richer flavors in your harvest. The transformation feels almost magical, turning waste into a living cycle of renewal and plenty. Mulching completes the picture by blanketing soil with dried leaves, straw, or shredded bark. This keeps roots cool, holds moisture, and prevents weeds from stealing nutrients. With each layer, your garden becomes self-sustaining, resilient, and visually serene, an oasis where soil is as alive and cared for as the plants above it. One secret to a thriving edible tropical garden is canopy layering, stacking plants in natural levels, just like a rainforest. Towering bananas or coconuts create an airy roof, filtering sunlight into gentle dappled patterns below. Mid-layers of papaya and guava stretch gracefully upward, while understory herbs, ginger, and taro form a lush carpet of life. This layering not only looks breathtaking but also makes your garden more efficient. Each plant thrives in its own niche, sun-loving fruit trees above, shade-craving herbs and greens below. By imitating nature's blueprint, you create balance, cooler soil, protected roots, and a harvest that arrives in waves, season after season. Picture yourself walking through this layered paradise. Overhead, palms sway gently, mid-level papayas blush golden, and beneath your feet, lemongrass releases a citrusy scent as you brush by. The visual depth, rich textures, and fragrant air transform your yard into a vibrant, edible retreat where beauty and abundance exist in harmony. A courtyard-style edible tropical garden feels like stepping into a private sanctuary, where design flows as naturally as water. Curved paths lined with lemongrass lead you to cozy nooks shaded by papayas, while raised beds of chili and ginger bring structure and rhythm. Every space feels intentional, blending beauty with practicality. The courtyard layout allows you to enjoy the garden from every angle, whether sipping tea under a banana grove or strolling along a stone pathway. Central water features, like a clay jar fountain or koi pond, anchor the design with movement and sound, creating a soothing backdrop to your edible oasis. By weaving in seating, pathways, and focal points, you transform a yard into a journey of discovery. Each corner reveals something delightful, a flowering turmeric patch, a cluster of pineapples, or a shaded bench beneath a guava tree. This thoughtful design makes your garden both livable and endlessly inspiring. Water is the lifeblood of your tropical garden, and guiding it wisely creates a thriving, low-maintenance paradise. Imagine rain trickling along terracotta channels, feeding raised beds of papaya and taro, while excess flows gently toward a small pond. The sound of moving water calms the soul and nourishes the earth below. Good drainage ensures plants never drown. Elevated mounds for bananas, gravel-lined trenches for ginger, and sloped paths for runoff create resilience in both wet and dry seasons. Each element feels natural and purposeful, blending practical engineering with beauty. Your garden becomes a self-regulating ecosystem where water supports life, not stress. Add features like rain barrels and clay pot irrigation, and suddenly your garden is both sustainable and stylish. Every drop counts, cycling through soil, roots, and leaves. With thoughtful water design, your yard feels lush and abundant year-round, a green oasis that thrives in balance with nature's rhythm. Paths and beds are the backbone of your edible tropical garden, guiding movement while framing abundance. Imagine strolling along curving stone walkways where pineapples edge the path and lemongrass sways in the breeze. Raised beds, neatly lined with bamboo borders, overflow with chili, basil, and taro, creating both structure and lush appeal. Paths serve more than beauty, they protect soil and roots. By directing footsteps onto gravel, stone, or wood, you preserve fertile earth where plants can thrive undisturbed. Raised beds simplify watering, improve drainage, and make harvesting easy, especially for seniors who want to enjoy their garden without strain. Every path is an invitation to explore, every bed a promise of nourishment. Together, they form a rhythm, curves, corners, and lines that balance utility with art. Walking these pathways feels soothing, while the beds remind you of growth, flavor, and the joy of cultivating your own tropical paradise. No edible tropical garden is complete without its staple crops, the plants that bring both sustenance and beauty. Picture tall bananas waving overhead, papayas with golden fruit clusters, and pineapples adding a playful texture at ground level. These staples provide daily harvests while anchoring your garden with familiar tropical charm. Bananas and papayas offer more than fruit, they create shade, add vertical drama, and define spaces within your yard. Pineapples, taro, and cassava fill in the ground layer, offering starchy staples that feel both ornamental and practical. Each plant contributes to a cycle of abundance, blending aesthetics with nourishment. The look and feel of these staples is unmistakably tropical. Broad banana leaves catch the wind like sails, papayas rise like natural pillars, and pineapples sparkle with spiky crowns. Together, they weave a living tapestry. Your garden becomes a paradise not just to look at, but to live from. Herbs and spices bring soul to your tropical garden, filling the air with fragrance and your meals with flavor. Imagine brushing past lemongrass and releasing its citrus perfume, or plucking a handful of basil leaves for dinner. These small plants may be modest in size, but they make a big impact in daily life. Ginger and turmeric thrive in shaded corners, their broad leaves forming lush ground cover while roots quietly swell beneath the soil. Pandan adds sweetness to rice dishes, while chili peppers offer fiery bursts of color and taste. Together, they create a living spice rack, fresh, accessible, and endlessly inspiring. The beauty of herbs and spices lies in their intimacy. You don't just look at them, you touch, smell, and taste. Walking through such a garden feels like stepping into a fragrant kitchen where every path offers new aromas, every leaf carries the promise of flavor, and every harvest feels personal. When space is limited, vertical containers turn even the smallest yard into a lush tropical retreat. Imagine walls covered in hanging baskets of basil and chili, bamboo trellises bursting with passion fruit vines, and tiered pots filled with leafy greens. This upward growth not only saves space but also creates striking green walls of abundance. Vertical gardening brings both efficiency and beauty. Herbs are within arm's reach, vines create natural shade, and layered pots produce visual rhythm. By elevating plants, you reduce pests, simplify watering, and add depth to your garden design. It feels like transforming blank walls into edible art galleries alive with texture and flavor. From rustic clay pots to modern recycled containers, every choice adds character. Picture chilies glowing against weathered wood, herbs trailing from woven baskets, and fruits dangling at eye level. This approach allows anyone, whether with a courtyard, balcony, or tiny yard, to experience the richness of a tropical harvest. Caring for your edible tropical garden is as soothing as it is rewarding. Imagine watering in the cool of the morning, dew glistening on banana leaves while papayas bask in rising sunlight. Light pruning, gentle weeding, and mindful observation turn routine maintenance into a calming ritual that deepens your connection with nature. Harvesting is where joy truly blossoms. Plucking ripe papayas, cutting lemongrass for tea, or unearthing golden turmeric roots feels like unwrapping gifts from the earth. Each harvest is a sensory celebration, vivid colors, rich aromas, and flavors that go straight from garden to table, nourishing both body and spirit. With consistent care, your garden becomes self-sustaining. Mulch replenishes soil, compost cycles nutrients, and shade layers protect plants naturally. Over time, you'll discover that tending the garden isn't just about growing food, it's about cultivating peace, gratitude, and the timeless rhythm of living in harmony with the tropics. Your 2025 Edible Tropical Garden is more than just a yard, it's a sanctuary of flavor, beauty, and renewal. From bananas swaying above to herbs at your fingertips, every detail adds to a living paradise. If this journey inspired you, please subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, each choice you made, layering plants, guiding water, shaping paths, has transformed your space into a nourishing retreat. Whether you're harvesting papayas for breakfast or enjoying tea by a fountain, your garden is now a place where sustenance and serenity flow together. This is the joy of tropical living, abundant harvests, peaceful mornings, and timeless beauty right outside your door. Thank you for joining me on this tour of edible paradise. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay connected for more ideas that make tropical living stylish, sustainable, and soulful.